morning. Thanks for joining back in to the December after Christmas price update. Wanted to touch base on a couple movements that we've had with Jasmy, and just to give you an idea of what to expect, where we're at, where we're going, targets that we should be hitting and potentially holding. So Not of Works had posted a video on an article on his page, and he had laid out a couple things in that video that I found very useful for myself that I'm actually using in this video. So I wanted to, one, give him a shout out for that, because I wasn't doing this before, but now I am. I'm going to use his advice. So make sure you go give him a follow on his channel. He does a lot of technical analysis with Jasmy. Of course, he does other coins as well, but you can pick up and learn from his trading strategies just by observing and watching what he does. So, and I have learned from him. I don't really dive in too much and do all the technical indicators like he does, but I'm picking up a couple things that he has done to utilize for my own benefit. So go give him a follow. If you ain't following him, he would greatly appreciate it. So today I just wanted to lay out the chart for Jasmy and show you on the chart what is happening and what I've seen here as far as this last month and where we're at. So right now I'm on the 4-hour chart. So this is TradingView that I am using. So if you do plan on doing any technical analysis for your own benefit, you can sign up through TradingView. There is a link in this video down below that you can go and click. It will give you $15 off. It's a promo if you sign up through that link. So, and that's why I am sharing it. So here after Christmas, we had a little dip. We had it come down, and it was just the price correction after the recent increase that we've had on Jasmycoin. So right now I'm on the 4-hour indicator, and this is what I want to show you. So I've got up here in the blue box, the blue is the dailies that we've hit. So if you're looking at these blue charts right here, these are the highs, the lows for the daily opens that we're targeting. Then you've got the yellow, which is the weekly highs and lows that we're targeting. And then we have the green, which is the monthly, which is down here. So right now we're just right above the monthly for December from last November. So last November we closed out the monthly on this green line, which is 0.033. Okay, so we're trending right above that right now after the recent increase that we've seen when we went up and tapped 6 cents. So it's came down a little bit. It's starting to consolidate now. Right around that green line. We actually dipped below that a little bit, and Not of Works called that out and said that was a little concerning, and he said he didn't like this, and that we must close above this line. And he's right. If we are to remain bullish, we don't want to close the month of December below that. That is a bearish indicator. So he's right on the money on that. But I don't see that happening. I see us closing above that for the month of December. And potentially even higher, because I'm seeing some things here that could indicate an uptrend as far as the reversal of this recent downtrend that we have experienced. So again, I'm on the 4-hour chart. So each candle that you see here, the red and green, is a 4-hour time frame as far as where it's closing above or below the previously held candle. So this is what I've noticed. So back here on, it looks like December, right around actually Christmas, we had a substantial spike. It went up, and then it slowly just sort of came back down. So we had a 204% increase in the price action of the coin from the very bottom down here, which was about 0.019. So we came up, right? We had this little leg up, and then it corrected, and then we had this leg up. It was uptrending at that point, and then we had a substantial increase, which was a 204% increase from the top to the bottom in that rise. Okay. And then from that rise, you have this downtrend, which is correction territory, which were profits were being taken. You can see the red and the green candles. The bears were in control. The market makers were selling at this point and correcting the coin. You can see at one point there was a huge sell right here, which dropped it down pretty substantially, but that was picked right back up pretty quickly. As you can see, this wick on this candle, how many buy orders were being placed and pushing it back up. So, but it came down and it touched, it looks like right around 0.035, somewhere in there. So right now where we're at is you see this green line that I made. So this green line is a little uptrend, and then before we go back into a downtrend correction. And then we're right now in the same phase. You can see this green line here. So we're on the uptrend again. It's very possible that we see this same thing play out with a drop here, but we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. And if we do see that before the end of the month and it drops down, you can see right here these two red candles that came down to, like, it tapped, it looks like 0.027, but it was quickly gobbled up and bam, came back up. So some buy orders were placed and they were filled from the market makers, and it popped back up above this green line, which we need to stay above, which is November's, when we closed out November. Okay, that was the high for November. So we came down below that, which was concerning, and then we sort of leveled out, and now we're trending back above that. You can also see the 200 MA, this blue line that's coming across here. We're right now at the 200 MA on the 4-hour chart. So this is also trending above the November's closeout on the line, this green line. So that's also a good indicator, but we have to maintain the momentum to stay above that by the end of the month. We have to stay above this green line. So what are we looking for here? So you can see we've had a little bit of price action here. It's still trending up. We don't want to see a drop down. If we do see a drop down, your buy orders will want to be placed in. You can see this yellow line right around 0.028, 0.029. So you can pick that back up. That would be a good place to place a buy order. Same with the yellow line, which is the 0.032. So the yellow is the weekly closes. So you can see we have the last week we closed out at 0.032. The week before that we were closed out at 0.046. So this is going to be the resistance that we're going to face when we move back up. So we can expect resistance at 0.045 if we move back up. All right, we can expect if we break that resistance, that's good news, but the next line of resistance would be 0.050. And then, of course, on up to 0.058, which was what our high was. Okay, now, right now we're setting at 0.0, looks like right around 0.036. So the market is trying to decide which way to go right now as far as to go up or move back down. I believe it's going to move back up because I'm looking at these blue boxes here. Okay, we went up 204% correction. From the bottom, we moved up 36%. Okay, correction. From the bottom, we moved up 30%. So the amounts are closing as far as how much we have moved up from the previous low. Okay, so these green lines are just showing you the correction. The correction, we move up. Correction, we move up. So right now, what's going to happen? There's not as much volatility in the market right now. And you can see down here on the RSI indicator, we're moving right around into 50% percentile as far as the movement of the RSI. So the market doesn't know if it wants to move up or if it wants to move down. That's where we're at right now. But we are still in the bull run. So we are still trending above. If you go back, we are still trending up, which is good. All right, if you look back. So that's just where we're at. So I expect this to continue to trend up. All right, that's where we're at. But we have to maintain the momentum and stay above this green line here, which is 0.033. But if it drops, you can place some buy orders at 0.032 on this yellow line, at 0.029 at this other yellow line, which is the previous weekly lows going back. All right. So everything I'm seeing here right now is good as far as the Jasmycoin, as far as where it's going. I don't see anything at this point that means that we're going down. We're still closing out. We're still above the previous month's low or high where it ended at. So that's good. We just had some correction territory that came down, which is with any coin that has rose up in price, you're going to have that. If you go out and look at any other coins, majority of the coins have actually moved like that exact same way in the last few days. So if you look at the 7 days, even Bitcoin, right, has went up and it's came down a little bit. So just by looking at the coins themselves, they've all done that. They went up and then they've came back down. They went up and they've came back down. So that's just the correction on where we're at right now and the trending for where we're at. So everything is sitting in the same place as far as where Jasmy is. So these mountains are getting a little bit less that you see here. They're not nearly as big. They're shortening up, which also is a bullish indicator that we are consolidating, right? So this is what this is what we're seeing here. And this is really important because this leg right here, if it bounces up, which is what I'm expecting it to do right here, we're going to be building this next leg. This is what I'm thinking this is going to happen right here. Okay. And then we're going to, bam, see the next increase in January. I'm expecting January for us to go up and take some of these next weekly highs. I'm expecting to break 0.046, 0.050. I'm expecting these to be broke. Okay. And even possibly above 0.060. Right. That's why I did the little chart with the poll this morning on the channel, just to see where the market sentiment was as far as the coin, where everybody was expecting the price to be, and everyone's in agreement with what I'm saying. So, which is good, So just wanted to give a little update this morning on Jasmy, on where we're at, what I'm seeing, where we can expect to go. You can use this video again. I'm not advising you to make sells or buys. I am just showing you what I see in the chart as far as the action goes. All right. So this is looking good. We're going through a consolidation period, and we need to hold this green line. We need to stay above this green line so we continue the next move up. All right. But if you haven't followed or you haven't subscribed, please do so. I definitely appreciate it. And that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is Crypto Cracker signing off. And until the next video, we'll see you then. Hey, I'm Zach Adams, the creator of the Crypto Cracker Zach at Learn Cryptology, the first YouTube influencer to break the code surrounding the cryptocurrency Jasmycoin, also known as the Japanese Bitcoin of Japan. If you're interested in receiving future updates when I go live, please subscribe below or join to receive member-exclusive content.